is based on Casio's unique, innovative manufacturing philosophy. This makes it a clear departure from other makers' watches in terms of both exterior styling and interior works. The brand is called Edifice. Speed and intelligence is the Edifice brand identity. Edifice features a dynamic design inspired by a control panel in the cockpit of a racing vehicle, as well as various functional advances achieved by combining digital and analog technologies. These interior works, which in some models include a solar battery supporting uninterrupted operation, represent a clear departure from the analog watches produced by other manufacturers. Edifice is already on the market in several regions outside the US and is enjoying tremendous success in all of them. Even in the analog watch segment, which is the traditional realm of watches, our new Edifice brand has received an enthusiastic reception among consumers from Europe to Asia. And here in the US, the number of stores that handle G-Shock has surged dramatically in the past few years. Many of these new retailers are traditional jewelry and department stores with excellent reputations. Of course, our watches are a bit unorthodox when compared to other manufacturers, but today, these unorthodox watches are receiving enthusiastic appreciation from growing numbers of consumers. That's why we're convinced that Edifice, a typically unorthodox Casio analog watch, will be as successful in the US as it's been elsewhere. Tonight, we've invited a gentleman with more than 20 years of extensive knowledge and experience within the watch and jewelry industry. In addition to running prestigious watchmaker Baume & Mercier back in the 1990s, he's held a plethora of authoritative positions. He's also an active member of various industry organizations and is currently the founder and CEO of Kaiser Time, the industry's leading consulting and recruiting firm. Thus, we feel he's the most appropriate person to speak about the trends within this business sector. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the man we call Mr. Jewelry, Stephen Kaiser.
I want to thank Casio for giving me this opportunity. But first I want to recount my first experience. DJ and I served on the board together and still do of the American Watch Association. I come from completely the luxury watch and jewelry segment. So how did I get involved with Casio? DJ asked me to take a look at this product called G-Shock. I said, okay, Casio, but it's completely out of my world. I went out on this cold December day, halfway zoned out, and said, thank you, it was good. They said, let me come and show it to the younger people in your office. They did, and they said, this is great. Still not convinced, I called my kids, 22 and 18. They said, you got to do it. So I said, welcome, I'm aboard. I'm not luxury anymore. But it's a great, great product. And it's something very important for the retailers going into this coming decade. There's a challenge in our industry to attract and maintain 21 to 35-year-old people in our industry. Typically, this audience, and unfortunately it's not shopping at a traditional high-end jewelry store when purchasing watches. To cultivate and attract this audience, it's important for the jewelers to carry many price points, but only of the products that warrants only of good quality products. The best example in the industry is Tiffany. They can sell $50 piece of silver, $5,000 rings, $100,000 diamonds. All these different price points can come together in the same store. Another example is a regular consumer who can buy a Rolex and also buy and wear a G-Shock. The G-Shock brand, because of its the G-Shock brand, gives the jewelers the opportunity to attract a fresh new customer to their store. G-Shock is not just a watch, it's a feature item. It has collectors, like the famous high-end Swiss watch brands. And just a quick story from Geneva this year. I took out a very prestigious retailer and his staff, and he's my age, and I talked about G-Shock, and he's looking at me like I'm talking a different language. And this buyer said, wait a second, my husband collects G-Shocks. That is one of the amazing things about this product. It has collectors. G-Shock adds superior technology and a cool factor. Traits unlike no other watches you'll find in a jewelry store. G-Shock makes it comfortable for the new generation to shop in the traditional stores. These retailers need to resell each generation. Nobody wants to shop in their father and mother's store. In Japan, G-Shock is sold in many of the high-end jewelers that carry brands like Rolex and Cartier. One example we had with one of our high-end jewelers is Mike Eckhouse from G-Shock and I went up, and the guy was not sure, so he goes to one of his leading salesperson, and the guy says, all my friends wear this. And then Mike takes the watch, throws it against the wall. They thought we were crazy, and the watch is perfect. So they were sold. Following suit with G-Shock is fashionable female sport watches. They are driving retail watch sales in department stores and specialty stores on a national basis. Casio combines the latest female trends and designs with the cutting-edge toughness of technology of G-Shock to provide women with a cool and tough watch, Baby G. As we approach the 2010 holiday season, Casio will be launching another new line, the Edifice. Due to the heritage of G-Shock, it only stands to reason that the launch of Edifice, oh my God, provides the retailer with the technology, styling, and craftsmanship of a master brand. Edifice is about speed, intelligence, advanced chronographs that are unlike any in the market. Edifice truly sets itself apart from the competition. It's a watch for the inspired man who values the moment. The price points within the Edifice lineup provide retailers with an advantage by offering product with all of the above attributes at a price point that is within the range for a younger demographic. This in turn will drive the much coveted, sought after demographic in their stores. Let me conclude with the following statement. The inspiration and the vision and the visionary for G-Shock is Mr. Ito. He is the man in front and in back of the new Edifice and all Casio watches. He's a watch visionary comparable to the great Swiss watch visionaries. His commitment ensures that Casio will be a leader in technology and fashion, always incorporating impeccable quality. Thank you very much. My new watch.